Hi everybody, I'm Nina with Sharing a Journey. Welcome to today's sunny one palette makeup look. I thought I would share with you a quick and easy and glowy summer, late spring summer kind of a look. And I'm just going to use one palette. I'm going to be using the Smashbox Cali Contour palette. This is a palette that I've had for about a year now. It's still available and it is hugely versatile. I'm going to go ahead and open it up and show you the colors here. Now they're all kind of bronzy browns. There are a couple of highlights. There are some beautiful shades here. And the cool thing about this palette, I think, is that you can use it for everything. And there's a blush color, there's all these colors can be used as eyeshadows. And so I thought I would just sort of walk you through just a simple look with this palette. Now, I'm going to start by using a little bit of bronzer. So I'm going to use a big, soft, fluffy brush. Oops, that's not the one I want to use. I'm going to use this guy, and this is the Sonia G Face Pro. I like it because it's sort of angled, and I'm going to go in and I'm going to just tap it to the bronzing shade, and then I'm going to go ahead and just shake it off. And then I'm just going to gently brush it on my cheeks. And I'm going to come up into the hairline and kind of add a little bit of glow to my face. And then adding a little bit more, tapping off the excess. I'm going to come to the other cheek and then the jawline. Now, I'm going to grab my powder brush because the other item that you're going to want to have on hand for this look is a powder, a setting powder. And I just feel like if I take this brush and just sort of tap off a lot of the powder, I can just sort of gently blend the makeup in. And this is beautiful. It doesn't really require a huge amount of blending, but then, like, if you like the way this looks, you can stop here and just have a bronzed look. Now, if you wanted to add a little bit of the blush shade, I've got a brush here. I'm going to go in with the blush color. And then I'm going to just add that to the apples of my cheeks. This is a beautiful bronzy kind of color. It's just so pretty. And maybe a little bit up here. So you can see it sort of coming to life a little bit. And then that's sort of it for face cheeks. Let's pop over to the eye area. Wow, this is sort of coming together fast, isn't it? I'm going to use a soft brush, and you can either use the contour shade, which I'll hold it up. You can either use the contour shade, which is here in your crease area, or you could use the bronzer or the blush. Any one of those options would be really great. Oops, a little technical difficulty there. Somebody came to the door. That is life in the fast lane sometimes. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the blush shade in my crease area. I think it's really pretty, and sometimes it's good for making your eyes look a little bit brighter blue or a little bit brighter green. So I'm just going to kind of tap it in and just shade it into the crease area with this really soft, this is a synthetic brush. It is by Tom Ford. And when I first got it, I didn't realize that it was synthetic, and I was a little disappointed because it's quite expensive. And then I started using it, and it's the brush that I use every day. Now I'm using another brush. This is Sonia G, and this is, it's a Detail Pro. I use it to blend. Now that kind of is all I think I need to do. I'm going to use a little bit of the very light shade on my lid, this color here, and I'm just going to brighten this inner corner a little bit and just give it a little bit of pretty glow. And that's really nice. And you can also go like in the brow just to kind of give that lifted kind of look. And you can hear in the background Roger just came back in. This color, this kind of light shade, oops, right here, can also be used in the, if you wanted to add a little bit of, contour, sort of, to your look without contouring, because there is a contour here, but I personally rarely contour. But if you wanted to add a little more definition to the cheekbone, you could just use the light color under here. And as you can see, it does the job of contouring for you. That's all you need to do. And it just sort of brings this area out a little bit and makes it so that it's a little more prominent, and then it just automatically gives you cheekbones. Just a little tip. Now, the next thing that you can do if you are so desiring is to use some of the kind of the shimmer highlight shade. I'm not a huge highlighter. I know that the younger girls are. One of the things that you have to be really careful with highlight is that if you have texture on your cheeks or large pores like I do, then it really shows up if you're not careful. And there are a few brands that are better than others for older women, one of which is the Charlotte Tilbury, and this one isn't too bad. I've got it on and I'm sort of blending it out, and it's pretty. I don't hate it, but it is you know, something to consider if you are you know, concerned about having either wrinkling type texture up in this area, or like I do, having the larger pores. So the look is complete. And oh, and I wanted to share with you the lip color that I have on today, because the whole kind of thing together really kind of works well. This one is Clinique's Whole Lot of Honey lipstick. So I mean, essentially I used this, and a little bit of powder. So I mean, how hard is that? I mean, this is so perfect for traveling. It's so perfect for that morning that you get up and you're running behind. You know, it's just, or you're in a hurry to get out to the beach or wherever you're wanting to go. So, you know, a lot of times pressing your palettes into multi-duty is a great way to, you know, kind of use all the colors that come in a palette. And I'm talking about face palettes here more than eyeshadow palettes, although some eyeshadow palettes can also be used on the face. But, you know, when you look at one to buy it, consider, you know, could I use these colors on my eyes? Could I use them in different ways? You know, how versatile is it? And one of the things I love about this Cali Contour palette is that it just is so versatile. You could be on a desert island with the sky and you could still look like $1,000,000. So that is my story for today. I hope that you will subscribe and follow and join the community. Leave your comments below. Do you know of a palette, or do you have a favorite palette that you really love that does all of that, you know, that has a whole bunch of features? Let me know. I am always looking for great stuff, and I'd like to share it and pass that information on. So with that, I'm signing off. Have a wonderful day.